All right, and we're live. What's going on, people? I'm your host, R.B.E, and you're now tuned in to Retro Raw Television. All right, so let's talk some battle rap. I want to say this because I noticed there's a lot of industry dudes, one in particular that y'all should know about right now, but there's a lot of industry dudes considering to jump into this battle rap thing. This message is for them, and not just for them. This message is for battle rappers as well. A lot of the upper echelon battle rappers, particularly the battle rappers that have what we call a good pen. Cal Eddie, salute. What's up with you, fam? Come on in, people. Come on, get comfortable, baby. All right, so Carlos, salute. What's up with you, fam? Yeah, so I've had conversations with people back and forth, even heated conversations about certain battlers. But I'm gonna start with the industry guys first. The thing with being industry coming into battle rap, particularly when you're talking about the URL. Now, from what I've seen, R.B.E, King of the Dot, and all of the other leagues are pretty much pretty good, decent places to start when you're talking about getting your feet wet into the culture. You see what I'm saying? But with the URL, you have to understand that the vast majority of the population in the URL is like maybe from between ages of like 18 to like maybe like 26. That's the majority. Now you have people that appreciate real rap. You have people. Hold on one second. Make sure I put this phone on silence. If not, how y'all brothers? Broderick, salute. And put this on do not disturb. Yeah, but from between ages of 18 to about 26. And that's the majority. Now, you have dudes who appreciate the elements of real rapping, but that's the reality. The people that control the narrative, and which is the bloggers and the battle rap, the hardcore battle rap fans that come to support every battle, which is the people that really don't, and not saying all of them, but a vast majority of them don't really understand the elements of rap. Don't understand bars, don't understand figurative language, do not understand punches, do not understand setups, do not understand wordplay. A lot of them don't understand that. So these are the people that control the narrative. So when you're thinking about coming into battle rap, you have to understand, like, you just can't sit back on your couch or wherever you at and be like, okay, I got a wicked ass pen, I got great flow, great delivery. The title says battle rap, but it's not battle rap actually. Especially when you're talking about the URL. It's not really battle rap. It's battle perform. It's like performance of the arts. It's like a stage play, like you go see Annie or something like that. Like battle rap is like choreography, so you think you can dance. Like people joke about that and they say, so you think you could dance, but that's really what it's about. That's what it's turning into. That's what it has evolved into. And that's how Smack won it, and that's how Smack set it up. So when you coming into Smack's culture, you have to understand not only what you're getting yourself into, but how the stage is being set. First of all, Smack is not going to allow you, or any league for that matter, is not going to allow you to come into their culture and just think you're about to take over. What they'll do is, and I've seen this time and time again, they'll switch the narrative. So let's say you have a wicked pen. Let's say you got a good pen. You see JC, you see Avert, you see John the Don, You see, how long has Averb and John the Don been trying to earn their respect and still half-ass ain't getting it? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what happens. Whatever smack, like, it's not ironic that the so-called top dudes in battle rap or the big names in battle rap are people that are up under smack, are attached to smack, like your Tay Rocks, like your K-Shines, like your DNAs, you know, like your Sue Surfs. A lot of those guys, man, Sue Surf ain't fucking with JC for real. I'm talking about as far as rap, actual rapping, the elements of rap, the title of battle rap. People like Pat Stay. Pat Stay already proved that people like Tay Rock ain't fucking with him. You know, people that got a pen. In my opinion, what's his name? Chilla Jones beat New Jersey Twerk. And that was an epic battle. Now, New Jersey Twerk is one of those ones, when focused, you know, he has the ability to rap and the ability to perform. Now, you have some battle rappers that have the ability to rap and the ability to perform. Like New Jersey Twerk, like Briz Rawstein, you know, even Chess. Like, they have that ability, that innate ability to not only rap, but also perform and do it all, pretty much do it all when focused, you know. And then you have your, the special ones, like Loaded Lux, like Verb, like Mook, that don't get up there and do all that performing and all this loud. They might do a hand gesture or 2 or 3 or 4, you know, but they're not up there making gun sounds. They're not up there doing the usual thing, you know, as far as performing. But rapping, that's what they're doing the most. So you have examples of people that's, you know, mostly rapping, that's actually successful in battle rap. But you have to realize that people that's actually rapping, that's mostly successful, like let's say Averb or Loaded Lux, for instance. Yeah, it was an excellent battle, Cal Eddie. Like Chilla Jones, like I said, like Chilla Jones. Yeah, Chilla Jones, that was an excellent battle. But like Loaded Lux and Averb, for instance, they have been, look how long they've been in the culture. Look how long they've been battle rapping. So they had to earn respect over time. And truth be told, Loaded Lux has always been looked upon as a god of battle rap, as the face of battle rap. Like, there's been a lot of quote unquote faces of battle rap, but to me, Loaded Lux has always took that mantle. He's always been on that throne as the URL's face of battle rap and the face of battle rap in general. I don't care whether or not he loses to Mook or this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, he lost to Mook and on another league. The URL is where it counts. At least that's what they say. But to these guys, Chilla Jones versus Daylight. Yeah, to these guys, my example, Chilla Jones and Daylight both have pens. Chilla is a schemer. Daylight can pretty much do it all. But Daylight has a pen. He can rap. You know, Daylight been around forever. Chilla been around forever. And truth be told, in most people's eyes, not in our eyes, like the people that really appreciate real rap, but in most people's eyes, Chilla Jones and Daylight is not better than Sue Surf, Tay Rock, K-Shine in their eyes. Like, I know Daylight have a battle coming up with Tay Rock. And I went back and forth with a lot of the fellas about that battle. And I said, on paper, of course, Daylight is going to demolish Tay Rock. But in reality, Tay Rock is in that battle. He's in there like swimwear, as we would say. Because at the end of the day, nobody is gassed more than Tay Rock, K-Shine, DNA, Sue Surf. All of the people that just so happen to be up under Smack ass all the time. Smack he set the stage so that motherfuckers will have an excuse in certain battles. Like the battle between, for instance, the battle between Tay Rock versus Geechee Gotti. In my opinion, it wasn't even close. Geechee Gotti took that battle. It was not even close. But in the majority's opinion, the people that actually have influence over the culture, Tay Rock and Geechee was a debatable. Tay Rock won that battle. I can't see how. I can't see how. Out of the gate, from the beginning to the end. Now, he had dry spots, but from the beginning to the end, Geechee even had my wife going in here. She said, man, he nice. He shook the room. In my opinion, had the best night in that particular event. But they still found a way to try to save Tay Rock. People out here talking about Sue Surf beat Reed Dollars, when we all know Reed won that battle. We all know Reed won that battle, clear. I think Sue Surf might have taken one of the rounds, but Reed won that 2-1 clear. Broderick Crawford, Geechee definitely beat Tay Rock clear. Yeah. But I know y'all hear the talks of it was a debatable between Tay Rock and Geechee, or Tay Rock might have taken that battle. No. Just like these battle rappers walking around talking about they undefeated, and they not. Newsflash, K-Shine, you're not undefeated. Newsflash, Av, you are not undefeated. If y'all want me to, I could do a whole separate video on that, and I can go down the list of the battles they had. And even the battles that I didn't watch, I could take time out of my day to devote to watching those battles, just to show y'all and break it down to y'all how they did lose that battle. Reed won, Cal Eddie, Reed won 2-1. Yes, he did. Second and third, just like I thought. Second and third. And that's the funny part, because Surf is really good always. Well, Surf is always good in the first. So that's right on board. That's right on par. He's really good in the first. Have his moments where he don't come with a third. You know, but usually in the first Surf, that's where Surf is best. You know, I want you to hear Jag's rounds today. Yeah. But should whoop Av. Yeah. But to get back on topic, speaking of that, Broderick, when you come into this battle rap thing, what they'll do to you, they'll break you down. So, first of all, Smack whole thing is he do not want any industry dude to flourish in his culture, because Smack have a specific and strategic way that he goes about doing what he do in this culture. That's why Smack don't have judges and shit like that. It's a certain way that he goes about this thing. You know, so first of all, I don't really want to go there, but let's go there. Let's say Jag is about to battle, right? Jag is about to battle. He's going to battle on another league. We know he's not going to battle on URL. You know, I don't know if it's really clearly safe to say everybody knows it's pretty much public knowledge now about who he want to battle. But to respect to him, I don't really want to go that route as far as that. And I want to wait until it gets closer to that time so we could really go in and really break down everything detail for detail. But Jag got a battle on another league. The person he's battling isn't, to me, into majority of the battle rap community, although I understand he's trying to get his foot into the door, because there's a lot of dudes that so-called was going to step up to battle him, but then backed out at the last minute, ducked. You gotta do what you gotta do. But the person that he's battling, to me, isn't formidable, isn't really a formidable opponent. But y'all have to understand what that does. So it turns into a trickle-down effect, especially if you're thinking about going on the quote-unquote league where it counts in the URL. So you beat that guy. First of all, when you battle that guy, you have to destroy that guy. So it has to be like a complete annihilation of that guy. So people are still, even when it's a complete annihilation, because the complete annihilation part is really, really important, because we're not having a conversation further Yeah. He said Piper Boy has already revealed it. Yeah, I already spoke about it. Yeah, but I don't want to I want to really go in. Like I don't care about what Piper Boy did. This is Double R. So first of all, you have to completely annihilate that guy. If you don't completely annihilate that guy, there's no conversation to be had. There's nothing to be done moving forward. Then, even if you do annihilate that guy, which I'm pretty confident Jag will do, people are still going to say, okay, well, that's such and such a. We need to see you battle somebody else. The person who you're battling is not formidable enough. Just not from a promotional standpoint, but from getting the other battle rappers. Cal Addy said, who is it? Okay, well, it's public knowledge now. It's Mav Hoffa. All right? So the person who he's battling, as we all know, Mav Hoffa is not formidable enough. Like if it was a K-Shine or if it was Tay-Rock now, again, I understand that you can only battle who is put in front of you. Because there's going to be a lot of people, and I'm about to explain that as well too, because there's going to be a lot of battle rappers. If you think they were scared before, they're really going to be scared if Jag goes in there and take care of business, like I think he is, like I believe he is. It's still going to be people saying, well, that's Mav. So we got to see you battle somebody else. Now, if that was a K-Shine, if that was a let's say, I know he's not going to never battle Danny Myers, but let's say that was a Danny Myers to somebody. Now you got my attention. If that's a Loaded Lux or a Verb, you got my attention now. Even a Tay-Rock is as sorry as I think Tay-Rock really is. You got my attention. I'm talking about this is what the battle rap culture is going to say. These are the people that they hold at higher esteem. But you beat Mav, okay, that's Mav. Even if you destroy him, okay, we need to see more. Because Mav isn't a real measuring stick as to your real true ability of whether I feel like you can fuck with the real elite. Because people will say whatever they gonna say about you when you around, but behind your back, and truth be told, motherfuckers ain't gonna give you that real respect when it comes to comparing other people to their favorites or to themselves. Shadow, what's up with you? So we still need to see more. You beat Mav, we still need to see more. Mav is a hell of a starting point for anybody, Double R. I mean, that's your opinion. I feel like Mav isn't somebody to sneeze at. He isn't somebody to sleep on, because although we know Mav ain't gonna really fuck with a nigga as far as rapping ability, Mav is a pretty decent angler, and he's a very good personals guy. He's very good. My favorite battle with Mav, and Mav's most impressive battle, was against the battle he had recently. And I know he battled B Magic, but the battle he had against Hollow the Don. He just exposed him. Mav has been on his shit recently. Yeah, I mean, he battled Hollow the Don. No disrespect to Mav, but the people that Mav has battled ain't really like B Magic. Let's be honest. B Magic ain't been good for a very, very long time. He ain't been focused. He ain't been good. He battled Hollow, but many can say Hollow can still battle, but Hollow ain't nowhere near what Hollow used to be. So it's like, is he really elite? And this is how I feel about this is how I feel about 75, and I'm being generous, to 80% of the battlers. They're just simply not as good as they think they are and other people think they are. Is not. So again, you battle Mav. I'm not going off how I feel. I feel like Mav ain't nothing. He's not a walk in the park. He's not somebody to just walk over. He's not a stepping stone. Well, he could be a stepping stone depending on your ability level. And as far as Jag, we haven't really seen Jag's real ability level. Like, I know what Jag can do from a rapping standpoint. I've been a fan of Jag for a very, very long time. Before Cap started really promoting Jag, I was a fan of him. But I just didn't have really a YouTube platform at the time to really express myself. But Cal Eddie, is my opinion though. You're right. Yeah. Cal, again, I feel the same way you feel. I feel like Math ain't nothing to sleep on. Math is a veteran for a reason. Math been around for a reason. Obviously, he got a fan base out there somewhere for a reason. But I'm just telling you how the majority feel. B Magic was cooking in the second, but not enough. B Magic is done. He's done because B Magic is not focused. He's not focused anymore. And then Hollow ain't Hollow no more. You know, although Hollow still could rap, but he ain't Hollow. So people are still gonna be like, well, I'm telling you from a battle rap, a diehard hardcore battle rap standpoint, and the bloggers like your Piper Boy Williams, your Vada Flies, so forth and so on, J Blacks. This is what they gonna say. Damn, what's this, a family channel? Introduce yourself, family. Damn, what's this, a family channel? Come on in and give your opinion, man. Most definitely this is a family channel. Rum Nitty versus Hollow. But yeah. But like I was saying though, they're gonna still be like, okay, that's Math though. You get past Math. Now, there's been a lot of talks, and I know y'all have heard them as well, about Jag wanting to battle Suge. Jag has stated on record that he has some shit that's gonna end Suge's career. Now, I personally heard those rounds, and I feel like those statements are actually, you know, you could take them to the bank. That's just in my opinion, you could take them to the bank. And also, Suge is not that great, you know. But the problem with, and I know this is gonna start some conversation. The problem with start having that battle is a lot of reasons. One of them is, does Suge want that battle? Does Suge want that battle? Now, the easy answer would be, well, if you give him the right money, anybody would want the battle, or anybody would do it if you bring the right money to the table. Not necessarily. Because just like if you think if you put money to the table, people would just take it. I personally feel like if a person is scared to do something, they're going to find ways not to do it. Now, in my opinion, if Suge wanted that battle, Suge would have taken that battle. So the thing is that let's say Smack, because whatever Jag is getting in this battle coming up that he's about to have with Mav, Jag is going to want double that amount or even triple that amount, depending on how he do. And like I told y'all, all of this is predicated off how well Jag actually does. We cannot, in my personal opinion, this is my opinion, and I have to keep saying that because people will take your opinion and they will make it seem like your opinion is what it is. Like you could take it to the bank. No, it's just my opinion. So, in my opinion, if Jag does not 30 Mav, if he does not destroy Mav, if it's even a 2-1, if it's even a 2-1 edge, if it's even a debatable, we cannot move forward. We can move forward, but we cannot move forward and have the same plans that we have right now. Because people are going to be like, even if you 30 him, people are going to be like, this is just the facts. I tell y'all, I don't talk with how I feel. I talk with facts. And y'all have seen this with Cassidy. Y'all have seen examples of this. So you have to, even if you 30 him, people are going to still be like, well, that's Mav. All right, let's see you battle somebody else. Now, the problem with, and I'm getting to Suge now, the problem with battling Suge is the same thing. First of all, money. Now, if Jag wants double or even quadruple of what he's getting in the mass battle, which haven't been confirmed, which I don't really look into because I don't pocket watch. But Suge is going to want just as much. Does Suge deserve just as much? No, he don't. And then another thing y'all got to realize too is this. Will Jag be able to stipulate who he battles? Like, will he be able to choose and pick who he battles? Because you got to realize with Cassidy is Cassidy. You feel me? What Cassidy is bringing in and what Cassidy is going to do from a promotional standpoint, and Cassidy is pretty much, even if he is an industry dude and Jag is an industry dude now, Cassidy is already a proven commodity. He's already a proven commodity as far as the crowd he can bring in, as far as the money that he can generate on the back end, and the money he can generate just by his mere presence. Smacking them know this, so Smacking them ain't got no problem giving Cassidy and accommodating Cassidy with whatever he wants. But in some instances, Jag is still an unproven commodity. Although he's known, he's still unproven. And this is just the facts. Bruh, I look at it like this. If Suge is so-called scared, leave the scared pussy alone. Scared money don't make money. Exactly. But y'all have to understand, but in a perfect world, that's cool. But we're not in a perfect world. In this world, in my personal opinion, Suge is going to do everything in his power to make sure he does not get that battle. Because you got to realize, and when you think about it, and I want y'all to really think about this as I'm talking, Jag is everything that Suge is trying to portray to be. Jag is everything that Suge is trying to portray to be. The big bully guy, the gang nigga, the street nigga. Everything that Suge is trying to be, that's what Jag is. And history has shown me and has shown all of us, when you come across the dude that you're trying to perpetrate to be, that instantly intimidates the person that's trying to perpetrate. Now, whatever Suge does in front of them cameras, in front of us, that's entirely different than how Suge feels and what he does behind the camera. And then you got to understand, Jag, I'm telling y'all some real shit right now. Jag is a high risk, low reward. Cassidy, even if Cassidy, let's say Cassidy came in a battle rap and Cassidy had killed niggas like we thought he was going to do, you still win. It's still a win-win situation. You still winning. Because at the end of the day, you're going to make the most and you're going to get the most exposure and make the most money that you've ever made against anybody because of Cassidy's name. So even if you get destroyed by Cassidy, you still going to come out like a fat rat. Nowadays, you can go into a battle feeling confident that you could beat Cassidy. So now you winning across the board because you could beat him in a battle rap, and that's going to boost your name up. It might not boost you up because, of if Cassidy continues to perform like he's performing, people ain't going to really, his name ain't going to really hold no real weight. I'm talking about in the battle world, not in the music world, in the battle world. So now you in a situation where you could beat Cassidy and potentially raise your stock, and you could make money while doing it. With Jag, it's simply not the same. It's not that way. You see what I'm saying? Like, we will have to see. We will have to truly see. But I'm talking about in comparison to Cassidy. And that's another thing. Speaking of that, Jag is going to get hit with a lot of Cassidy questions. We're going to get into Daylight and some of the other people as well, too. But I want to stick to this topic because it's about to come to battle. It's about to come. We're going to promote it heavy. We're going to support Jag just like we always have been. But the thing is that you battle Suge. Suge is going to be like, okay, this is an industry dude. How is that going to help me? How is that going to benefit me? You know, battling an industry dude. Like this is how these dudes think. I know y'all, some of y'all probably be like, man, that's stupid. He an industry dude. It's gonna benefit you a lot. You know, but is it really though? You see what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Is it really? You know, but I want to battle. I'm battling an industry dude. First of all, Suge, I don't know how much you've been making over the years and what's the most you've made over the years, but I can almost be certain, not guarantee, but be certain that you're not going to make the amount of money that Jag and Smack combined will offer you to take that battle. But it's a ducking tactic. Oh yeah, let me raise up my stock, raise up the price, knowing damn well Smack has already got to account for Jag. He already got to account for Jag or any league that take that battle. They already got to account for Jag. And then on top of that, I could see like if it was a loaded Lux, then we can make it happen. I could see if it was a Jag versus a Lux or a Jag versus a Verb or a Jag versus a Hitman. This is why I tell people that Jag versus Hitman sounds a lot better. Jag versus K-Shine sounds a lot better. Jag versus Tay-Rock sounds a lot better. Because those names can hold their weight in battle rap. Now, from an industry standpoint, that's a whole entire different thing. That's a whole entire different fan base. Jag is bringing different people in there. Like real high esteemed, critically acclaimed names into the battle rap community. So that's a whole nother branch. But I'm talking about as far as in battle rap and outside of battle rap as well, believe it or not. Loaded Lux ain't no slouch to his popularity. Hitman is coming from Wild 'N Out. You know, even Eclipse. Even any one of those dudes from Wild 'N Out can battle Jag. Because now you bringing something, you holding your weight, kind of, and you bringing something to the table. But Suge, what is he bringing to the table? A bunch of dunks? A bunch of imitation dunks? That's what he bringing to the table? Because he can't rap. He's not even top 10, top 15, top 20 in the culture. From my standpoint, the real battle rap, the people that understand real rap, and from the people the hardcore fans. He's not top 20, top 15. So how is that going to benefit smacking the URL? Like, a lot of people, y'all operate off y'all feelings. Yeah, pocket taps and shit. Y'all operate off y'all feelings and what y'all believe should happen for certain people. We talking about business. Smacking them is looking at how is this shit gonna benefit me. That's why it's easy for Smack to say, hold on, Cassidy, you get this, you get that, what you want, you pick. You pick the place, you pick the date, you pick the opponent. Cassidy say, man, y'all pick the opponent. I pick the place, and y'all pick the date. You feel me? We don't know whether or not Jag can do that. We don't know if Jag will have the ability to do that. Or the leeway to do that. Like smacking them might say, okay, yeah, they will. That's Smack be like, okay, Jag, you could get double. Because such a, let's say R.B.E, ARP paid you this amount. Okay, we'll pay you double. We'll pay you triple. But we get to decide who you battle and where you battle. Now, if Jag get to decide who he battle and where he battle, we're having a whole different conversation. And only time will tell that. We can't say that now. Only time will tell. But if Jag can decide who he battles and where he battles moving forward like Cassidy did, we're having a whole different conversation. But if we're talking how I feel from a logical standpoint right now, Smack might give Jag and bless Jag or grant Jag the amount that he asked for. But now we decide who you battle. And their decision might not think Suge is the best decision right now. Smacking them decision might not feel like it should. Or Suge might be in smacking them ear like, nah, I want this. Or I want that. Or nah, he might make up excuses like they know how to do so well. Smacking them themselves might feel like Jag is too much of a threat for Suge. Jag might fuck around because you gotta realize smacking them is gonna always protect their bottom line. Not even just the dollar, but their battle rappers. That's why he don't have judges, because he give them excuses. He give them ways out. Ask yourself, why is Norbs? There's plenty of reasons why Norbs is not around. But what's the main reason why Norbs is not around and New Jersey Twerk is still around after New Jersey Twerk? And I didn't even see him receive any consequences for that. Actually, he did what he did, and he got booked, the next couple of days against Geechee and got 30. So at the end of the day, Smack is not just going to protect his money, just like anybody else would, but he's going to protect his assets, his battlers. And he's going to do whatever he can in his power to make sure an industry guy does not come in. Like Smack, don't let that, you know what I'm saying? I'm the godfather of the country, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is welcome. Don't let that shit fool you. At the end of the day, if everybody was welcome, then Cassidy would have been welcome. If everybody was welcome, then they wouldn't be doing all the bullshit and coming up with all the narratives and shit that they come up with. It was the same night I think he battled. Yeah. If it was the same night, that's even worse. If that was the same night, that's even worse. So he's going to protect his battlers. So back to what we were saying. Get past math. Okay. That's not enough. You battle Suge. Now we done got the money part out of the way. The money part and the business part as to why I don't think it's going to happen. On top of Suge's fear of Jag. And it damages Suge's brand. Because I'm telling you right now, what I heard, if Suge was to sign, Suge signing over to battle Jag, they both should have gotten fired. Yeah. If Suge signing over to battle Jag is like signing his own death certificate. It's like signing his own death certificate. That's on everything. Y'all know I don't sugarcoat nothing when it comes to nobody. I don't care if it's Jag. I love Jag, but I don't care. Jag got some heat for Suge. He got some heat. All three rounds. Crowd is going to go bananas. Suge signed over. He signed his death certificate. It's over. Suge ain't taking that battle. Trust me. If he do take that battle, I'm going to promote the shit out of it. He dead, people. He's dead. But I'm in my mind, I don't feel like I have to see it to believe it. If Jag can stipulate that, if Jag can say, man, give me Suge, and I want to battle in LA, then we having a whole different discussion. But Smacking them might go the route and say, okay, we'll give you the money. But we stipulate who you battle and where you battle. That battle is not going down if it happens that way. I can even see Jag and Rum Nitty. But again, Rum Nitty is another one of those guys, learning from the Cassidy experience, that can't sell water to a whale. What are you bringing in? That will entice me? Smack ain't just in the business to just be making battles because certain people want battles. He's in the business to make money, to monopolize, to capitalize, and to do what's best ultimately for himself, his brand, and his battlers. Point blank, period. So if you come in this battle world, you industry guys, if you come in this battle world, you have to understand that it's you, it's people like me, and the other people that's representing and is going to support anybody that wants to come into this battle rap shit. Like, a lot of people say they support battle rap and they support the culture. No, they don't. You don't support the culture if you're being biased towards industry dudes. You don't. You just support certain battlers and certain people. They not gonna have the battle in LA. Suge won't even go to Detroit. LOL. Yeah, we know that for sure. We know that. So it's gonna have to be, if it does happen, it's gonna be on neutral grounds. But I seriously, at least not right now, think it will happen. Now, again, if Jag can stipulate and Smack say, well, who do you want to battle? Jag say, man, I want to battle Suge. But see, I'm going to give y'all another thing. I know Jag will battle Suge in the grocery store. Trust me. But I don't think Jag going to be able to fuck with Suge at eating up the items. You see what I'm saying? Suge will kill him in the eating contest all day. Now, battle and rapping, of course. But, the other part, again, you face the situation with Math, the same situation that you did with Math. Who is Suge? So you beat Math, they gonna be like, well, that's Math. You beat Suge, well, that's Suge. That's when you really start to, Roger, cracking up. That's when you really start to understand, like people like Suge and Math, how much the culture really gives a fuck about you. When they want to push their narrative, or when they have certain feelings, or they have certain hate towards a certain industry dude or a certain battler, that's when you'll understand, man, maybe these motherfuckers wasn't supporting me and really fuck with me and rock with me like I thought they did, or like they try to portray that they did. They gonna be like, man, who was Math? You battle Suge. And let's say Jag get the battle with Suge. He battle where he want to battle, or they battle wherever, and Jag destroy him just like I know he will. That's Suge. Who is Suge? Okay, now you face a situation that if you would have got out of the way to begin with, we wouldn't be having these conversations. So now you put yourself into a situation, and I ain't saying Jag putting himself into nothing, because at the end of the day, he got to take what he, and he want the battle with Suge. But as far as the Math battle, he has to take that battle. Said the Math battle might not happen. Math has been accused of rape. Okay, well, that's accused of rape. We don't know whether or not he did. But if he did that changes the game. Then we going to have to sit back and we back to the drawing board to try to find out who the fuck he going to battle again. All right? But because it's contracted, Mav didn't do that shit, man. Okay, all right. But let's just act like Mav didn't do it, man. Let's move forward with the regular plans. That's just Mav. This is what they gonna say. That's just Mav. You battle Suge, you get Suge. Let's say you destroy Suge. It go viral. Everything. We cracking, we dying laughing. All that shit. Bitches clout chasing. Yeah, like they always do. They gonna say, well, that's just Suge. So now, you battle Suge, you destroy Suge, guess what Smack gonna do? Just like with Cassidy, if you can remember. Cassidy, he battled Disaster on his terms. On the stage, it was hectic. It went to the garage where Cassidy is most comfortable, where I feel like he's most comfortable. And Cassidy showed up, and he 30 Disaster. Cassidy then went on years later and battled Goods. He battled on his terms. And Cassidy surprised a lot of people. Didn't quite end the way that we wanted it to, but nevertheless, and at first, if you could recall, Goods was seen as the favorite in that battle at the beginning, until we helped break everything down and expose Goods for a lot of bullshit that he was doing. Cassidy got that victory. Battle rappers don't take, they pay for it. Well, I ain't gonna really get into that right now. That's a whole other video. Because I've heard some things. I've heard worse. I've heard strange things. But yeah. So he beat Goods. He got away with the Goods battle. So he went to Arsenal. So Smack, and remember, Cassidy bitch Goods. He punked Goods in that battle. Fuck when anybody tells you Goods was intimidated. Big time. He was intimidated in that battle. Big time. And Cassidy exposed it because Cassidy could feel it. And not only did Cassidy expose it, but Cassidy kept fucking with Goods, kept taunting Goods after the battle. Before, during, and after the battle. Now, Smack and them was probably like, okay, because you got to understand that Smack, and I've heard Smack say this in plenty of interviews. If you industry niggas think you about to come in my culture and take my culture over, you got another thing coming. Smack is one of those dudes that smile in your face, but all the while he got somebody that's ready to take your motherfucking place. You know? So he said, okay. He mapped out the whole situation. It's not, to me, I don't believe in coincidences, people. Out of all the people Smack could have chose. Now remember, in Cassidy's words, this is Cassidy's words. He let them choose, and he let them pick who he battled. So out of all of the people you choose for Cassidy to battle, after you've seen the way that he did goods. So that tells you one or two things. Either Smack, the person that he chose, he chose Arsenal. He chose Arsenal. First of all, from a business standpoint, this is why I tell y'all that the business part is very important. From a business standpoint, Arsenal makes a lot of sense. Arsenal been around and battled all over. Arsenal probably hold the record for the most different places he's battled, and the people that he's battled, and the places he went. And man, Arsenal passport is probably on fire right now. You know, so we're fucking with it. You're talking, when you're talking about Arsenal, you're talking about a seasoned veteran, a true seasoned veteran. You know, in my opinion, just like most of the battle rappers, Arsenal has more losses than he has wins, for sure. For sure. But at the end of the day, that does not take away from Arsenal being able to pull his weight. As far as like his name holding weight. So that's another thing with Suge. Suge's name does not hold weight like that in battle rap. Now we know who Suge is. Not everybody knows who Suge is like they know who Arsenal is. You know, nobody actually believes that Suge is better than Arsenal as far as ability to rap and where it really counts, as far as battle rap in the areas where it really counts. You know, so that's the thing. So he had him to battle Arsenal. Out of all of the people that he could pick, he chose Arsenal. Don't you think he would have chose maybe like a Rum Nitty or somebody that he know from a rapping standpoint can probably get Cassidy up out of there in the battle rap? Or Danny Myers or somebody like that, they got a pen. He chose Arsenal, which said a couple of things. The second and third round, the first round made a very good impression on all of us. But the second and third round, Smack didn't believe Rum Nitty and the rest of those guys was necessary after the second and third round. So he got Arsenal. What is Arsenal's strongest attribute? His ability to get aggressive, to toe that line, to get up in your face, to make you feel uncomfortable, to get very, very disrespectful, to get as disrespectful as possible. Something that Goods was not able to do against Cassidy, because that's not Goods' temperament. That's not who he is. He a smooth dude. He laid back. You see what I'm saying? He talk his little shit. He drink his little Henny. That's Goods. He perpetrate and act like he's some type of original gangster and shit like that. And all that shit got exposed. Now, Arsenal is way different. He's way different from a temperament standpoint than Goods. And Smack and them knew that. I'm trying to break down to y'all the strategic planning of Smack and the URL. If you think you about to come into my culture, now let's go into Jag. Let's transport the Jag. You're not going to be able to punk Jag. That's one. I don't give a fuck who he is. You're not going to be able to out-rap Jag. That's not happening. Trust me, I've been a fan of Jag for a very long time. I've seen levels to Jag. Jag has levels to his rapping ability. Jag can do it all. He got wordplay, triple, double, triple, quadruple entendres. Jag is a beast, a cold beast. Not saying Cassidy isn't. Cassidy was. In my opinion, Cassidy was, but he isn't anymore. Or at least he haven't proven it yet. He haven't shown it yet. Now he shows glimpses. Cassidy shows glimpses here and there. But he hasn't proven to be the Cassidy that we know and love from a rapping standpoint in a very, very long time. That's a fact. You see what I'm saying? But you're not bitching Jag. You're not out rapping Jag. I don't give a fuck if you Loaded Lux. You're not out rapping Jag. Point blank period. Now, from a battle rapping standpoint, this is the issue that Jag is going to face. And I can guarantee you this. And only Jag can overcome this. Only you can prevent forest fires. Only Jag can prevent smacking the URL forest fire. And I'm going to tell him how. Now, with that being said, that they know he has the ability, and they're going to find out if they don't know that he has the ability to rap. Like really, really rap. Look at the way they did, like I told y'all earlier. Look at the way they do JC. Look at the way they do and did DNA. I mean, not DNA. Damn, fuck DNA. They did Daylight. They did and do Daylight. Look at the way that they did and do John the Don. Look at the way they did and do Av. I mean, yeah, Av, not Av, but Averb. I'm tripping, Averb. Niggas that got wicked pens. Look at the way they do Chilla Jones. Wicked pens. Paste got a wicked pen. Danny Myers. Look at the way that they historically done Danny Myers. Danny Myers got one of the best pens in the game. That's what category Jag is in. And I know the thing that everybody is about to see, the difference that between Jag and them is that Jag also can perform. Jag also has sports references. Jag also has a flow, somewhat similar but better to B Magic. When you go have those punches and those bars, Jag has angles. Jag has personals. Jag can get personal. Jag is pretty much all of the battle rappers combined. From a rapping standpoint, he's Loaded Lux, but better. From a disrespectful standpoint, he's Arsenal, but better and more strategic. From a bully standpoint, he's Suge, but better because he's strategic. From a sports references standpoint, he's Charlie Clips in them, but better because it's the way he'll turn his sports references into something. Jag is very meticulous with the way that he rap and shit like that. I know this because I've been watching him and studying him and listening to him for a very, very long time. I did this morning, still to this day. But the issue that Jag is going to face, and I hope he's listening to this, the issue that he's going to face is the same issue that those other guys, JCs, all your people who has the pen, they're going to put him in the category of those guys that have the pen. They have the pen, but it's still in the battle raps, in the minds of the battle rap fans, in the battle rap community, it's still not up there with the Tay Rocks, the Sue Surfs, the DNAs, even the Geechee Gottis. Like Daylight, if I say who was better, Daylight or Geechee Gotti, although people love Geechee Gotti, they gonna instantly say Daylight. Well, why is he not better in the eyes of the people who control the narrative? Just like I went back and said earlier, Daylight on paper is way better than Tay Rock. And I mean, it's not even close. It's not even close. From a rapping standpoint and the things that Daylight can bring to the table, from a real rapping standpoint, it's not even fucking close. Because to me, Tay Rock can't really rap. He can't really rap. He's just good at impersonating a rapper. He's just good at I call it being able to act out his rapping. Like they do the performance. They able to perform and act out what they rap. So because you match what they are saying with how they're doing it, and there you go. Like K-Shine. A lot of people tell me when I break it down to them, oh yeah, K-Shine can rap. But then when I break it down, I say, okay, what he said? What was his best bar? Well, when we start talking and I break it down, they be like, well, he really is just good at the way he say it and the way he do it. And I said, that's my fucking point. That's my point. He can't really rap. They're just great at the way that they do it and the way that they say it. That's choreography. Those hand gestures and how loud they get and the noise, the sound effects that they make with it, they're just good at impersonating a battle rapper. But they're not actually really good battle rappers. They're not really good rappers. That's the vast majority. Now you have your exceptions, like your Briz Rothstein and your New Jersey Twerk. And you can even throw Swamp and Chess in that category as well, where they not only have the choreography and the hand gestures and all of that, the performance part down pat, but they also can actually rap. I cannot say the same, but why is it that those guys, the Tay Rocks, K-Shines, and all of them, at the top of the food chain? I tell you why. Because they're the closest to Smack. I'm dropping jewels right now. They're the closest to Smack. And Smack is going to make sure. What do you do? I'm going to give y'all a vicious ass analogy. For so long, over the years, I've heard that Lil Wayne was the best rapper. I've heard that Nicki Minaj was the best female rapper. In my opinion, no, they're not. No, the hell they're not. You see what I'm saying? And I've said this since I was back when Wayne was half-assed something. And I have my reasons why. But because you think that way is because the reason you think that way is because it's forced. It's embedded into you. It's embedded into your psyche. It's forced. So you go past, you see a Wayne and Nicki billboard. You go into the car, they playing the music. You go into the store, they playing the music. You walking outside, people riding past in they whips. You listening to the music. The shit is forced on you. I remember telling one of my homeboys a story about CeeLo Brown Jones. That I remember when I crossed my mind. Remember that? I think you're crazy. Maybe you're crazy. That joint, I couldn't stand that fucking song. That Gnarls Barkley. It was Gnarls Barkley and CeeLo. I couldn't stand that fucking song. But I heard that song so much. Everywhere I go, I still hear it. To the point where I just started saying it. I remember when I crossed my mind. I was just mumbling the shit, and the shit just played over and over. They put you under hypnosis. Wrong color, CeeLo green. I say, what I say? I said CeeLo, yeah, CeeLo green, yeah. CeeLo green, I said CeeLo Brown. CeeLo green, yeah, my fault. Thank you for the correction. But y'all know what I'm talking about. CeeLo. But yeah, so it just started. The point I'm trying to make is it just started. They put you under hypnosis with this shit. Suge is a good boy. Child of Yahweh, salute. Suge is a good boy off camera, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. To me, that song was cool. I had the album. Okay. Yeah. But they play it over and over. Towards the point, like if it's somebody that is a habitual liar, somebody that is habitual liar, and they lie so much that even they start to be convinced of their own lies. That's how it is. Like, you listen to Lil Wayne, everywhere you go, you continue to hear the music, although it's garbage. The media job is to continue to push that shit, so you could go ahead and support and battle out the machine. Exactly. Till you go buy the album. It's like being hooked to a drug. They start you off with cigarettes, advance you to weed, and then you go off into crack and all that shit. I don't know the steps because I don't do them, but I know that for sure. But you listen to the song, they push the narrative, then you go buy the album, and then you listen to the albums, and then they push those albums, continues to push those albums. Then you go outside to everybody. Not only are you listening to it everywhere, but everybody is singing the shit and rapping the shit. So it becomes a part of you. To the point where you actually start saying, What I'm basically saying is you stop analyzing it from you know, breaking it down from an analytical standpoint to starting to think how everybody else is thinking, or you start to feel that way because everybody else feel that way. That's what you have in battle rap. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's what you have in battle rap. We have a bunch of people, not, well, in the world, period, but we have a bunch of people, particularly talking about battle rap, that don't think with their own mind. They think off of what everybody else think. And when you have that type of issue, when you have that issue, then people like Jag, people like JC, they get placed and categorized in, oh, you just got a pen. If you want to be honest, JC got more than just a pen. Rum Nitty is starting to have more than just punches and stuff like that. A lot of those guys I've named have more. Danny Myers have more than just a pen. But whoever they want to be at the top of the food chain, that's who they going to gloss up. That's who they going to make look pretty. That's who they going to present to the public as this is the top nigga. Not necessarily because they've earned it or because they've shown it, but because this is who we want to be at the top. And this is what Jag is going to have to understand. And this is what I was trying to have a conversation with him about. You know, they're going to push who they want. And of course, we're human. Of course we believe, especially if we're talented, like I hoop. I felt like couldn't nobody, I don't give a fuck if you 7 feet tall. I felt like nobody could fuck with me on the court. I'm 5'8". I don't give a fuck. I don't care how tall you is. That's how you, from afar, and you see something and you like, okay, I not only could do this, but I might can take over this shit. It looks good from afar. And you may very well be able to from a talent standpoint. But you got to realize, from a skill standpoint, but you got to realize that a lot of these leagues, especially, particularly the URL, isn't operating off of that. Now, do Jag have the ability to switch the narrative in his favor? Only time will tell. But what time has shown us and history has shown us is that nobody to this day has been successful of it. Is successful at doing it. Smacking, and that's the reason why I have the symbol that I have. Because this is what matters to Smack. And he gonna protect this with all he have. Just like you're going to protect yours. Just like you're gonna do what you have to do to the best of your ability to make sure you feed yours. So Smack, he said, and this is why I kept telling Cassidy at that time, you might as well go ahead, and we kept telling him, start your own league. You might as well go ahead and start your own league. Because Smack has set up this environment. Whether we feel like it's toxic or it's entertainment. He has set up this environment to where as though you could perform and is looked upon as it is when you have bars or punches. You could get aggressive and that's looked upon, or you get points off of that just as well as you do actually rapping. A lot of this shit is as a cover-up, and I told y'all that on the Master Scammer jump. Go back and listen to my Master Scammer video. A lot of this shit is a cover-up, not just from a business standpoint from Smack, because to be honest with you, Smack don't even really know too much about the real battle rap business. Smack started off as a industry whisperer or gossiper, and instigated industry beefs. He instigated industry beefs that just so happened to come across, or come across the battle scene and ran with that idea and kept running with it, still running with it. So he's not really, really knowledgeable on the culture for real. Cash should definitely start his own league. Yeah. So Smack is not really knowledgeable on his own culture. And then the battle rappers, and then in turn, you can't really school the battle rappers. And that's why you have people showing up with half-ass material. That's if they even show up to begin with. That's why we have what we have. Shortchanging the fans. If Smack was really knowledgeable, he'd be like, okay, if you don't show up, that's a percentage. That's a cut out of your money. If you choke, that's a cut out of your money. If you don't come up with your full material and don't perform to your fullest abilities, that's a cut. You know? So he allows them to fuck up. And another part to that is, and I told y'all this before, he allows them to fuck up so nobody will be able to come to the table and demand anything. You can suggest. That's why people like Murder Mook, although from a promotional standpoint, all of them can do better. That's why a motherfucker like Murder Mook or Loaded Lux, smacking them know that they have to have a certain amount of money to the side, especially for those type of guys. Mook, Lux, Verb, people like that. Everybody else is going to take what the fuck Smack give them. Because at the end of the day, you lost me money. You walking around hitting orbs. Bridge, you walking around getting stole by Mook and running up out of that motherfucker like goddamn Hussein Bolt. Tay-Rock, you out here acting the fucking plum fool. Out here laying on motherfuckers' beds with your tongue open. With your tongue out wide. So no, you can't demand what you want. You can't demand what you want. So that's how you set that. And then on top of that, the losing. So when you lose and you don't come fully prepared, you can't demand for nothing. That's why it's nothing for Cassidy to come and be like, man, Smack, I want to battle in Atlanta. I want to battle in Philly. I want this amount. And they negotiate the amount. I'll let y'all pick the battler, or this is who I want to battle. This is why all of the things, I may not agree with Cassidy on certain things, but that's why I damn sure agree with the promotional standpoint and the other shit that he talking about battling yourself, becoming a better version of yourself, becoming a better battler, a better businessman, a better person in general. So that way you can go to the round table and not even make suggestions, but go in there and tell them this is what it is, or you will not be able to see me. Remember when Murder Mook did it? This is what it is. And if you do not agree to these terms, I would not be there. Point blank, period. But see, as far as the Jag thing, the Daylight thing, and all of them, Jag he has an uphill battle, man. He has an uphill battle. But first things first, you have to start with math. You know, which is whether or not you do good, and that type of stuff. That type of thing can be very, very draining. It can be draining. It can be taxing. Because, damn, I done did everything. I done prepared for months. And I destroyed this man. And they still talking about that's not enough. Okay, well, let me get somebody else. Okay, I want to battle Suge. I picked out this battle, to battle Suge. And although I trash Suge, which he's going to have to do, y'all have to understand that Jag is going to have to. He's going to have to trash Mav. He's going to have to, if he does choose that battle and smacking him, granted, he's going to have to trash Suge. Let's say he does. Both of them. Now, now you're going to really battle. In their mind, now you're battling. This is your real official battle. Fuck what anybody say. Mav and Suge, in the minds of the majority, is not going to be actual battles. Trust and believe it. In a nutshell. In our minds, we feel like they are. But in a nutshell, in reality, they're not. So whoever he battles, let's say, you know, he battles Mav and that happens, and he trash Mav. He trash Suge. He gets Suge, he trash Suge. In the core fans, the people who control the narrative in their minds, okay, that was great. It wasn't impressive because you didn't battle the Tay-Rocks. You didn't battle, although I feel like Tay-Rock is trash. I feel like, you know, because I don't want people to get this thing mixed up. Ain't nothing wrong with a tune-up. LOL. No, it's not. Ain't nothing never wrong with a tune-up. But I'm telling you, this is how they treat the industry dudes. The title of my video is Advice to the guys that's industry that's talking about coming into this battle rap culture. To a normal battle rapper, this is a tune-up. Even the PGs and the rookies, this is a tune-up. But to somebody like Jag and Cassidy and people like that that's coming, because you got to realize they're coming into the battle rap going over all of that because of who they are. So they're not going the PG route. They're not going the rookie route. So they're saying that they're ready for the upper echelon. The upper echelon, the mid-tier, because they're not going bottom tier. The mid-tier and the upper echelon. So that's what they're saying, that they're ready, they're prepared for that. So you have to take, and this is what Cassidy didn't understand, you have to take, on top of the trash talking, you have to take what comes with skipping the ladder. So if you do good, you come out like a hero. But if you do bad, you come out like a zero. Point blank, period. Go back to the drawing board and get it together, or just say fuck it. Shadow Assassin, but that's stupid as a fan. You want to see good battles, but don't want the good battles to happen because your favorite might get beat. That's bullshit. That's battle rap, brother. That's battle rap. That's reality, bro. Yeah, you're right. And I agree 100%, 1,000%. And I've always said that that's bullshit. But that's battle rap. A lot of these dudes ain't really battle rap fans. They're just fans of certain particular battle rappers. And these are the people that have the most influence. Even the fucking bloggers. Even J Black, all of them. You don't know how many times I've watched these guys and they've got it wrong over and over and over. Piper Boy switched his opinion on Cassidy and Goods at least about 10 or 12 times. He said, I don't know. I think Goods won, but I don't know. I think Cassidy won, but I don't know. I think Goods won. You don't know who won. Because you going off of whatever benefits you. They're going off of whatever benefits them. And a lot of people don't like to admit, and a lot of people don't like to take accountability. Not just the fans, the battlers as well. The industry guys as well. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know. I know, and that's what was fucked up about it. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just letting dudes know, man. Like, this is what Jag is going to have to face. Okay, we know nigga ain't going to be able to bitch you. Okay, we know nigga ain't going to be able to out-rap you. But guess what? Smacking them and the fans and the bloggers, they still control the narrative. First, they drain you with all of the interviews. Whether Jag know it or not, he's going to be hit with a plethora of Cassidy questions. And I know in his mind he's ready for it, and he may very well be. But he's going to get hit with a bunch of Cassidy questions. Before, during, and after the battle. So let's say Jag dominates. Let's say he dominates. Before he even get past the battles that people believe is just a cakewalk, which they're not, but this is what they believe. They ain't going to admit it, but this is what they believe, and they're going to admit it when the time comes. But at the end of the day, let's say Jag he dominates. Let's say Jag dominates. How does that look for Cassidy now? Looking at how Cassidy, judging that of how Cassidy did, and now, whether y'all want to admit it or not, Jag gonna be looked upon as Cassidy's little man. Jag knows this. We talked about this. In my mind, Jag is better than Cassidy right now. In my mind, Jag has been better than Cassidy for a while. You know, not to put the two against each other, but this is just reality. I speak on reality. I don't speak off your feelings. So, Jag is Cassidy little man. This is what they gonna run with. This is Cassidy little man, and you know that they're not gonna miss a chance to keep continuously taking shots at Cassidy, because you gotta realize the impact. Whether people felt like he lost or he won, or you gotta realize the impact that Cassidy had and has on the culture. He is the energy. Cassidy is the energy, and I said that even with all of this stuff, you know. He is the energy. Cassidy can say, I want to come into battle rap right now. And I guarantee you, Loaded Lux and Surf or Daylight and now Tay-Rock will not be the topic of discussion. Cassidy will be the topic of discussion. I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. Because at the end of the day, that with Cassidy, it's just a matter of whether or not this is about your legacy and you want to patch up your legacy, or this is just about making money. That's what Cassidy has to battle. Before he actually gets into a ring, that's what Cassidy has to battle, himself. And the battle with Cassidy has always been with himself. That's why it's very ironic that he had the remember the joint, the tape he had, or the song where he was going against himself? That's exactly what's going on in real life with Cassidy. You could throw names out there. You could throw Tay-Rock, Surf. You could throw names out there. But at the end of the day, until Cassidy fixed the issues within himself, he's going to continue to become a battle rap punching bag. And he's going to get booked. He's going to get money. But what is all of that worth? And I know deep down inside, Cassidy is a competitor. To him, it's always been more so over money about his legacy, about his impact that he have on the people. That's what's been most important for Cassidy. That's how it's always been. But you got to show that to receive results and the benefits. Do you think they might get Jag to battle Cass? No, that's never happening. That's never happening. Nope. Even if they try to do that, Jag ain't going to do it and Cassidy ain't going to do it. Jag got too much respect for him. And then again, I wouldn't even want to see it. Because truth be told, Cassidy is partly or a nice percentage-wise responsible for Jag being who he is. You know, and Jag respects that a whole hell of a lot. You know, and I respect that. And the real ones, if you real, you respect that. Nah. It's fun to conversate about it. It's fun to talk about it, but it's not happening. That's like we'll never see Jag and Daylight battle. We'll probably see them battle together in a 2-on-2. That's been talked about. And in my opinion, nobody is fucking with that team. Nobody. I don't give a fuck who you is. Jag and Daylight versus DNA and K-Shine. Jag and Daylight will destroy them. Easily. Easily. I wouldn't want to see that. Nah. No. To me, that would be disrespectful. But yeah, when you come into this battle rap thing, if I was Jag, just giving advice, you know, I'm not an expert, but I'm just going off of what I've seen, of my experiences over the years and what I've seen with the culture. If I was Jag, I wouldn't just use this time to study the battles, the battles per se, and the battlers per se. I would study also the nuances of how Smack and them take care of business and how they mentally and physically drain you before you even step in the ring. See, you have to see the mistake that people make is they see the way that Smack talk and how ignorant he talk and all that shit, and they forget that how Smack actually built his empire. He built this empire off conning people, just like most of the motherfuckers, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, just how most of them build their empire, by deceit and capitalism, just like the white man has done. So, and you got to realize who's backing them. But Jag has to do that part, and I'm pretty sure he's on his game. But, you know, I'm just doing it just in case. The reason why I asked is because, hold on, y'all. Let me charge this up real quick. My shit go dead. My damn laptop. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, cool. All right, we good. All right, the Shadow Assassin. The reason I asked is because of how what's his name don't want to see industry dudes in the league And if Jag goes ham, would Smack not want to get Cass out the way? Yeah, but Smack pretty much, to be honest with you, I ain't want to say this, but Smack pretty much already got Cassidy out of the way. That Arsenal situation, man, that was a, whether it affected Cassidy from a revenue standpoint really don't matter. But from a legacy standpoint and from an invincibility standpoint, Cassidy took a huge hit, man. He took a huge hit on his legacy with that one. Like, real talk. A nigga come in your city, get booed. Even if you mention that night, if you even mention Cassidy's name, niggas was booing you. I had people say, oh, they had multiple people from different states come there. They had people from multiple states come to every battle. But the majority was Philly dudes. You even had Gilly right there supporting them, man. And then on top of that, you got to understand, if Cassidy came into this situation humble, we'd be having a whole entire discussion about it. It probably wouldn't even be a discussion about it. People probably would say what they say and move on. But because Cassidy talks so much shit, you got what you got. You got what he got. And then on top of that, it was who he lost to and how he lost to him. Arsenal came on your stage, up in your state, up in your face. And he blew smoke in your face. And he shook you up. You got to understand, he went from getting booed to people started cheering for him and started chanting 3-0 in his favor. That's multiple red flags, multiple violations. But what does Cassidy do? Instead of taking accountability for it, Cassidy tucked his tail between his legs. He went on a little over a month hiatus. And then he came back with a bunch of bullshit that he thought about while he was on that hiatus. And still, to this day, haven't taken accountability for it. Which, it then, to make it even worse, he still have his yes men around. And I'm pretty sure Cassidy ain't conversated or talked to them in God knows how long. And they still riding for him after he did what he did and lying for him. You don't realize, man, people don't realize that they become more of a problem than the actual help to that person. Because that person don't think they shit stink. They go along, moving along in life like they still the king, like they still great, like they still this and still that. But it is what it is, man. Right, he did take a major blow that night. Yeah. And then on top of that, Arsenal, just like Cassidy did with Goods, Arsenal kept taunting him. He kept taunting him. People had all type of memes and shit like that. Like, come on, man. And you could tell it was taking a toll on Cassidy because of how he acted. Cassidy's acting real humble right now. He's acting real humble. You notice he ain't... Look at the way... Do me a favor, if you don't believe me. Look at the way Cassidy did Goods before, during, and after that battle. And look at the way Cassidy is dealing with the whole Arsenal situation. It's not even close. It's not even close, people. But I just had to say that. Any industry dude that is thinking about coming into this battle rap shit, like, okay, I wanted to finish the part that I was saying with Jag. So you battle Mav. We just speaking hypothetical. You battle Mav, okay. You beat Mav, okay, that's Mav. Ain't nobody serious. You beat Suge. Oh, you get the battle with Suge. You beat him, okay, that's Suge. Ain't nobody serious. Now, when the minds of the battle rap culture and the bloggers and stuff like that, which is a part of the culture, you ain't really had no real official battle yet. At least a battle that, like a measuring stick, a measuring tool to show us that you're actually for real with this shit. You actually do this shit. In your mind, and that's the draining part about it, because in your mind, you feel like you've already proven that twice. But in their mind, you haven't started unless you battle a Tay-Rock, a Surf, a K-Shine. You ain't done nothing yet. So with that being said, don't be surprised if Jag battles one of those dudes. after he battles Mav. Because this is how I believe the order is going to go. He's going to battle Mav. Jag is going to destroy Mav. This is how I feel. He's going to destroy Mav. Jag may just go viral. That shit going to be bananas. Okay, so what? That's Mav. Piper Boy and them already planted the seed because they already have Jag winning that battle anyway. So I told y'all, what I've said is already coming to fruition as we speak. It's already taking shape. So, okay, who is Mav? So now, I believe the order is going to go Mav, then you get one of those names. If I had to choose, and I had to, close my eyes and go into the raffle basket and just pick a name, it's a couple different names. Like Jag and Hitman. Like Jag and Hitman got history. I could see that battle happening from a business standpoint, from a, pulling your own weight, talent standpoint. Because Hitman is another one of those people who isn't that great from a rapping standpoint, from a lyrical standpoint, but from a performance standpoint, Hitman is probably the best or one of the best at performing this shit. And Jag got some shit for Hitman as well. And they have history, so that makes sense. Don't look forward to Jag battling, at least not right now, the big names no time soon. Like the Lux, the Verbs, and shit like that. And then also Danny, Daylight, those names is out of the question. I don't think Jag is going to really go against, too many top dudes from the West. Now, Jag has openly said that he would like to battle Geechee Gotti. That would be a fire battle. That would be a crazy battle. But Jag is more so looking at like Tay Rock, K-Shine. So it fits the equation, because the same people and the same names that I believe Smack is going to throw at Jag or going to say himself is actually the names that Jag is into battling. So like the Tay Rocks, K-Shines, the Surfs, people like that. Arsenal, don't see that happening because Arsenal is scared in my opinion. Calico, don't see that happening. It may happen over time, who knows, but I got word that Calico was presented the Jag battle, and Calico said, fuck no. You see what I'm saying? He listened to the music and said, fuck no. That's what I heard through the grapevine. May or may not be true. But that would be a crazy battle if it was to happen, though. But I believe Hitman is definitely a possibility. Even a John is a possibility. To me, those are great battles, but they're also dangerous battles from a standpoint of now, can Jag rap? Jag can rap better than everybody in battle rap, period. As far as rapping ability, even Daylight. He can rap better than everybody in battle rap, period. Point blank, period. I know there's going to be a lot of people that disagree, but it is what it is. But from a battle rapping standpoint, and I know people will say, well, battle rap is rap. No, it's not. I just broke down to you why it's not. Because the people that control battle rap control the narrative. And they have control over the chessboard. And they've been doing this for a very, very long time. It's like there's a bunch of people out here that surpass Jay-Z from a rapping standpoint. That's better than Jay-Z. But Jay-Z will always get pushed and promoted like he's still the same Jay-Z, even though he's not. So it just is what it is. Like, I don't give a fuck. Tay Rock, there's a lot of people that's better than Tay Rock. There's a lot of people that's better than Surf. It's a lot of people that's better, but they're going to always get pushed like they're the cream of the crop. Even if a bunch of us know that they're not, or feel, that does not matter. That does not matter. Only thing that matter is what Smack and them feel. And what the bloggers feel who work for Smack. The people that's a part of the league that counts, and that's the URL. Outside of Mav, Hoffa, Rum Nitty is the only one that actually came out and said he'll battle Jag. But again, with the Rum Nitty situation, Rum Nitty cannot sell water to a well. From a business standpoint, Rum Nitty is not good. From a battle standpoint, it makes all kinds of sense. And then Jag wants that battle. And I believe that battle will be very interesting because I truly believe that Jag is a bad style matchup for Rum Nitty. Because Rum Nitty learned how to do a lot of different things, is learning now, but he's still just strictly and predominantly a puncher. And Jag, and that's a bad style matchup against somebody that can not only punch, but that can do everything else as well in Jag. So that's a bad style matchup in my opinion for Rum Nitty. But it will be an exciting battle because nobody truly know what will happen until it actually happens, if it actually happens, which I highly doubt. From a business standpoint, it does not make sense unless smacking them can go have the money, because you got to realize they have to pay Jag in order for Jag to get the amount that he so much desires, the amount that he wished for. Somebody is going to lose. Somebody is going to lose out from a financial standpoint. Somebody is going to get the latter half. If Jag get the majority, somebody is going to get that smaller portion. And it's damn sure not going to be Jag. And it's damn sure not going to be Smack. So, will the battlers... That's why I said Jag is a high risk, low reward. The risk of battling somebody like Jag can be real damaging on your image, on your career. Are these battle rappers willing to do that to take less money than him? Now, they probably will get more money than they've gotten. But you know how these battle rappers are. You know how they are. Although they don't deserve it and haven't proven or shown why they deserve it and can't demand it, they're still going to ask for it. Whether they're looking to duck, whether that's their excuse to duck, or whether they actually feel like they deserve it. They're going to ask for it. Whether we feel like they don't or not, they're going to ask for it. And that's going to cause problems for the battle actually coming to fruition. See, we can't look at it from a emotional standpoint. Like, okay, this is what I want to happen. At the end of the day, you don't control the revenue. It's all about what the people that control the revenue want to happen and the assets, what they want to happen. You know, like all of those pieces have to come together. That's what you call negotiation. All of those pieces have to come together before we can actually get the battles that we want. Like in my personal opinion, you have Sue Surf and Loaded Lux battling on the same event, the same card as motherfucking Daylight and Tay-Rock. In my personal opinion, I don't believe, quite similar to the Loaded Lux in Harlow battle versus Tay-Rock and Chess, and then you had the Double Impact battle that happened between that was all supposed to be on Double Impact, but the battle between Mook and Calico versus T-Top and Briz. That battle was supposed to happen on the same night as Loaded and Harlow versus Chess, which was supposed to be Sue Surf and Tay-Rock. You know, that was supposed to happen on the same night, but they split them up. I believe it's going to be quite similar, this situation. And if you have Tay-Rock and Daylight on the same card as a Loaded Lux and a Sue Surf, then somebody is going to not come fully prepared. Somebody is going to not show period. Somebody is going to end up choking. Somebody is going to end up doing something. It always happened like that. But I'm just giving y'all the real, man. I'm just giving y'all the real. When you come in the Smack League, at the end of the day, you have to come in with the understanding is that with you're going to be drained, especially with Jag. Like, you have Mickey Fax. We ain't heard nothing of Mickey Fax and them like that since their battles. You have King Los. We haven't heard too much of King Los since their battles. But you have Jag. Everybody knows Jag. Jag has a history of battle rapping. He's a battle rap pioneer. You know, He's widely known in his hometown of the West Coast. You know, but and he's also, most importantly, a disciple of Cassidy. So that's gonna pose some problems. You know, it might pan out for him, it might help him, but I'm talking about from a battle rap standpoint. You know, they're going to push that narrative. They're going to try to drain him, and then they're going to try to belittle him. They're going to try to, okay, you battle those people, but they ain't shit. Okay, now we're going to battle the real battles, and then will Jag have enough in the tank to, and this is what I'm really asking, and I'm going to leave it here, will he have enough in the tank to destroy Mav at the least? Because we don't know whether or not he'll get that Suge battle, or whether or not Suge, most importantly, will want to take that battle to kind of get the conversations going. So, can you destroy Mav? Which is not an easy task, you know, although we may sit back and believe it is. Can we destroy Mav? I'm not talking about beat Mav. Can we destroy Mav? Because if we don't destroy Mav, there's no further conversations to be had. Point blank, period. Then after that, you're going to go on the URL, because that's what Jag inspires to do, to go on URL and kind of go on that Cassidy kind of run. You know, but what you don't want to happen is you don't want that run to come to an abrupt end like it did with Cassidy. Now, Jag is not Cassidy, and I've said it on many occasions, but that's not going to stop the powers that be that control battle rap from trying to push the same narrative with him as they did with his mentor, his OG. Shane MC, could y'all tell me anything about this battle rapper Pookie OG? I don't know who that is, fam. I was only able to find one battle. Is he affiliated with the URL? I would like to see this guy battle Mav. I'll do some research. I'll check him out. I might do a slight video on that. You know, it may not be a live video, but I might go and record that joint and I'll check him out. You know, but and there's a couple of battlers that I feel like on the rise. Is dope. You know, I love Swamp. You know, I love Swamp. Crazy. Swamp got some battles coming up too, by the way. I heard he's supposed to be battling Tay-Rock, or I know he's definitely supposed to battle New Jersey Twerk. You know, I don't know if that's part of one of the major cards, but I know it's supposed to be on Caffeine. But Jada Nightwing, fire. I ain't really hear too much about him, but I saw a few of his battles. Fire. Who else? Oh, the dude Kid Chaos. Kid Chaos is fire too. He fire. Oh yeah, people. Oh yeah. I've been up on my studying, man. Kid Chaos is dope. He's dope. Those my three up and comers. Swamp pretty much ain't an up and comer now. He's pretty much a part of the mix now. But Swamp, nevertheless, Jada Nightwing and Kid Chaos. Those my top three right there. That's coming into this culture that we really need to keep an eye on. You know, and I ain't mentioned Jerry West because Jerry West is pretty much a part of the mix too. He's pretty much a veteran. He's battled Tech 9 when he was alive and all that shit. Chess. So these battles are happening. These battles are happening this Saturday on Caffeine. Okay. Twerk and Swamp and Cortez and Rum Nitty. All right, Twerk and Swamp. I might do another video on that. Also, stay tuned, people. I'm coming at y'all with my analysis on the battle between B-Dot and the Saga, because there's been a lot of people, including, you know, Broderick Crawford, my homeboy. I'm gonna get my breakdown on that one. You know, but you know how I feel about Saga, but they said he turned up in that battle. Twerk versus Swamp, Cortez versus Rum Nitty. Okay, I'll give my predictions on those battles as well. But it's your boy Double R, man. Thank y'all for tuning in.